Welcome back to Ohio & Company. Whether you want to learn how to play jazz music or just sit back and relax and appreciate it, this is the segment for you. The Jazz Arts Group has a lot going on to entertain you, and Byron Stripling, the Columbus Jazz Orchestra leader and trumpet virtuoso, is here with us. Welcome, Byron.
I like being called a virtuoso. It makes me feel important.
You are important. I'm telling you, this is great to have you in the studio today.
Well, thank you so much for having us. It's always a pleasure.
You have so much going on, and let's talk about JazZoo. This is a big thing for you.
JazZoo is really fun. You know, we started this about 4 years ago. It was just a thought to do it, and it's become so incredibly successful. So once again this year, we'll have 4 concerts, 2 in July and 2 in August. And just as an example, we'll celebrate the 70s, playing music of the group Chicago, Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Right up my alley.
All those great groups.
And this is at the Columbus Zoo. We are statewide, so we want to make sure people know. Come to Columbus and we can see you at the zoo.
You know, it's a beautiful setting, too, because it's right by the water. And so people I think, you know, the reason we play outside in the summer is because people want to be outdoors and drink their iced tea and other assorted beverages that you can drink in the summer outside. But it's really a time to bring, as the zoo is for everything, bring your family there and have a good time. So we love that. 2 in July and 2 in August that we do, that we're excited about.
We'll get our tickets for that. And also you've announced your new season, which starts in September with the Jazz Orchestra. So tell us what's on tap this year and what's coming up.
Well, as usual, you know, I think that every season we do is the most exciting season. That's always
you should. You're the leader. That should be the way it is.
But, you know, particularly in this case, we start in September by just saluting the guitar. And the guitar has been so important in the history of music. And obviously it brought rock and roll to where it is today. And so you can't turn on the TV and see any group without seeing it. So we'll celebrate the guitar with all the great, you know, musicians that we have coming in as our guests for that. Then we start with the music of New Orleans in October with the great Alan Toussaint. And of course we know that music is so important. And as those people are dealing with what they're dealing with now with their oil spill, we want to just sort of pay tribute to the music that they've given the world. We of course have our holiday concert that we'll do. We'll celebrate Broadway. We'll celebrate music from the movies. We'll celebrate A Night at the Apollo.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's an incredible, it's the best season we've ever had.
Well, I think it is, the way you've described it. Sign me up. What I like, too, is you're engaging your fans.
Yes.
Because you're actually going to let them create a show. Tell us about this.
Well, you know, with the advent of the social, what do you call it, social networking or social media.
Same thing.
You can do all these things where we can actually communicate with our fans. They often email me after performance because so many of these things affect them emotionally. So what we're doing in our final concert of the season is people actually get to write us an email, go on Facebook or whatever, and they can tell us what they want the concert to be. The concert is designed by our customers, designed by our audience. So if there's a particular thing that you happen to hear, maybe your favorite song is Sing, Sing, Sing. Maybe your favorite song is Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue. Maybe it's Duke Ellington or Count Basie, or maybe it is Motown. We'll play it for you on our final concert.
I love that, and that's probably cool for you, too, to have that personal connection with the audience.
It's nervous for me, because they might ask me to play something that we can't play.
There's nothing you can't play.
Oh, talk to me, baby.
I'm sure there's nothing you can't play.
Oh, yes.
All right, so what I also love about the Jazz Academy, which is part of your group, is that you're teaching people. I could be, you know, my age, never picked up an instrument, and I want to learn how to play the trumpet.
Right. Well, you know,
I love that.
Certainly there are people and there are students and kids that go through a period in school where they might be talented at something, but the culture doesn't recognize them for those unique abilities. And so they'll go through school thinking that their worthiness is not happening for them. Our Jazz Academy has a chance for those people and everyone to come in, and we can say, this is good stuff, jazz, music. If you have talents in this area, come here and we'll help you. We'll help you get them up to the next level. I'm talking about myself because I was one of those kids. I wasn't good at reading, writing, and arithmetic, as they say. But when you brought me into music, when you gave me a trumpet, when you asked me to sing, my life was sort of transformed in a certain way, and I think I would have been in jail or on drugs somewhere in the gutter had I not had music. We serve those people, and we serve the people that realize that music is truly food for the soul and provides valuable nourishment for people. And that's what the Jazz Academy does, not only for little kids, but also for adults and seniors.
And you have some great camps this summer for kids. I was reading, you know, about playing music by ear and just really teaching them some really interesting
Well,
things.
it's really the essence of what we do is improvisation. So playing by ear is part of it. So we'll create maybe a band where you don't even have to have music, where your kids could walk in and they don't even really know how to read music, and they could pick up a trumpet or a saxophone and they could play just by ear. We'll teach them how to do that. That's how jazz started.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love that. Byron Stripling, thanks for being with us today.
Well, thanks for having me.
I'll see you at the next concert, I promise. And for more information on all that we've talked about today on Ohio and Company, go to jazzartsgroup.org. Stay with us. Byron's going to take it away and play us out of this break so you can hear a little bit about what you're going to see this summer.
Now, gee, I'd like to see you looking swell, baby. Now, diamond bracelets Woolworth doesn't sell, baby, until that.